Let us go to the problem number 11. So what is that? So here it is given that let A and B be sets. Okay, if A intersection X is equal to B intersection X, which is equal to empty set, and A union X is equal to B union X for some set X, okay, show that A is equal to B. Okay, that is the problem. So see, the 11th problem is what you have given this. Okay, you are given this, that is A intersection B is equal to sorry, not A intersection B, A intersection X is given to be equal to B intersection X, which is equal to empty set. Okay, and A union X is equal to B union X. Okay, so this is for some set X, right? This is for some set X. Okay, now you have to show that A is equal to B. Okay, you have to show that A is equal to B. Now see this hint is given to it. Okay, I will write the hint here. Okay, hint is A is equal to A intersection A union X. Okay, and B is equal to B intersection B union X. Okay, this is the hint given, and also it is given that and use distributive law. Okay, and use distributive law. Okay, so this is the hint which is given to us. So we have to use this hint, right? So see, first we will look at this hint. What it is? It is A equal to A intersection A union X. Okay, and B is equal to B intersection B union X, and use distributive law. Okay. Now since here they have given the hint directly, we have to prove this. Okay, first. Okay, we have to prove this. So let us see this. So first let us look at the first equation. So that is A is equal to A intersection A union X. Okay. Now you have to prove this. So you look at the right hand side of that. Okay, that is what A intersection A union X. Okay. Now this is equal to what? This is equal to by the distributive law. Okay, you have to use the distributive law now. So distributive law means what? A, you have to operate with A by taking the intersection as the operation. Okay, and then you have to again take A and operate it with X by again taking intersection as the operation. In between you will have the union sign, right? That is the distributive law. You have to distribute this intersection to this bracket. Okay, so you will get A intersection A, right? Then union A intersection X. Okay, this is what you will get. Okay. Now that is equal to what? A intersection A is A, right? Again you have studied this in properties of intersection, right? A intersection A is equal to A union A intersection X, right? So which is equal to A union, what is A intersection X? See, A intersection X is given to be empty set, right? A intersection X is given to be empty set. Okay, so you got A union empty set which is equal to A, right? A union empty set is equal to A. Again this is by law or the properties, okay, of union. Okay, we are getting this. Okay, so now this we got. So what we got is, that is A is equal to A intersection A union X, right? This is what we got. Okay, now similarly we can prove this. Okay, so I'll write similarly, same steps are used. Okay, same steps are used. only instead of A it is B. Okay, only instead of A we are given the set B. Okay, so both these statements are done, right? Now we have to show that A is equal to B, right? That is the main thing that we have to show. Okay, to show that A is equal to B. Okay, now how to do it? So see this, if you take this first, okay, if you take this, that is A is equal to A intersection A union X. Okay, there is no problem now because we have already proved this, that this is true right here. So now we can work with this, right? So this is what, that is A is equal to, see now you again use what is given to you. Okay, so that is A intersection, you know that A union X is equal to B union X, right? That is given to us. Okay, A union X is equal to B union X. Okay, so we will use this. So A union X is equal to B union X. Okay, now that is A is equal to A intersection B, okay, union A intersection X. This is by what? This is by the distributive law, right? Distributive law. Okay, A intersection B union A intersection X. Okay, now that is A is equal to A intersection B union A intersection X is given to be empty set, right? A intersection X is given to be empty set. Okay, so what we got is, that is A is equal to A intersection B, right? Because A intersection B union empty set is A intersection B. Okay, so this is what we got. This we can call it as 1. Okay, now we will take the second statement, okay, which we have proved. Okay, that is B is equal to B intersection B union X. Okay, so this we know that it is true. Okay, now B is equal to B intersection B union X, that is B is equal to B intersection B, right, union B intersection X. Okay, so this is what we got, right? So that is what, that is equal to that is B is equal to B union. Now so we have to, so okay, so what you do is you take the statement which is the second statement. Okay, now you take the second statement, which is this, B is equal to B intersection B union X. Okay, B is equal to B intersection B union X. Okay, so that is what, that is B is equal to B intersection. Now instead of B union X you write A union X. Okay, so this is given to us. Okay, this is given to us, right? So that is B is equal to, now you use the distributive law. Okay, so distributive law is what? So you will get B intersection A, right, union B intersection X, right? So this is by distributive law. Okay, so that is B is equal to B intersection A is there here, union B intersection X. So B intersection X is given to be the empty set, right? Okay, so that is what we got is B is equal to B intersection A. Okay, and which is equal to A intersection B, right? B intersection A is equal to A intersection B, right? So that is B is equal to what? A intersection B. Okay, let us call this as 2. Let us call this as 2. So what we have from 1 and 2? So from 1 and 2, okay, from 1 and 2, see what is 1? 1 is A is equal to A intersection B, right? And the 2 is what? B is equal to A intersection B. So from 1 and 2 you get A is equal to B, right? From 1 and 2 A is equal to B. Okay. So this is the problem number 11. Okay, problem number 11. Okay, now let us go to the problem number 12. Okay, let us go to the problem number 12. So problem number 12 is easy. Let us see. So find sets A, B and C such that A intersection B, B intersection C, A intersection C are non-empty sets. Okay, and A intersection B intersection C is equal to empty set. Okay, so what you should find? You should find the three sets A, B, C such that A intersection B, B intersection C and A intersection C are non-empty sets, right? So all these three sets should be non-empty. Okay, and also you have to show that A intersection B intersection C, that is if you take intersection of all the three sets, you should get empty set. Okay, so it is just by taking some sets. Okay, so you take the set A as 1 comma 2, okay, then the set B as say 2 comma 3, because why? We want the intersection of A and B to be non-empty, right? So we have to take one element common, right? One element we have to take common to A and B, at least one. Okay, now let us take the set C. Now the set C should be what? For if you take set C, that then A intersection C should be non-empty, right? There should be common element between A and C. Okay, there should be common element between A and C, and also there should be common element between B and C. Okay, so see this, what I will do is I will take the element 1, okay, from the set A in the set C, then I will take the element 3, okay, from the set B. Okay, so like this I will take. Okay, so these are the sets A, B and C. Now let us check the conditions. Okay, so A intersection B is what? That is 2, right? So which is non-empty. Okay, then again you look at A intersection C, which is what? Which is 1, right? Which is again non-empty. Okay, and B intersection C is what? It is 3, right? Which is again non-empty. Okay, but what about A intersection B intersection C? Okay, that we have to see, right? This should be empty set. So let us check. So what we'll do is we'll first take B intersection C, right? So I am putting the bracket for B intersection C. Okay, we can also take A intersection B, but here in this I am taking B intersection C. The answer will be same. Okay, whichever way you do, the answer will be same. Okay, because of the associative law, right? Okay, now see this. This is the set A intersection with B intersection C. What is B intersection C? That is 3, right? That is 3. Okay, now what is the set A? Set A is 1 comma 2 and you have to take intersection with 3, right? Okay, so you have this set 1 comma 2 intersection with the set 3. What is the intersection? Intersection means you should have common elements, right? But there is no common element right here. So you have the empty set here. Okay, so you got A intersection B intersection C as empty. Okay, even though A intersection B, A intersection C, B intersection C were non-empty, you got A intersection B intersection C empty, and that is what we wanted to prove, right? That is what we wanted to prove. Okay, so that is the problem number 12 that we had. Okay, that is the problem number 12 we have. Okay, we have solved it. Now let us go to the problem number 13th. Okay, so the problem number 13 is a word problem, right? Problem number 13 is a word problem. Let us look at that. So let us read the problem first carefully. Okay, so in a survey of 600 students in a school, 150 students were found to be taking tea, okay, and 225 taking coffee. Okay, 100 were taking both tea and coffee. Now you have to find how many students were taking neither tea nor coffee. Okay, you have to find this, how many students were neither taking tea nor coffee. Okay, so this you have to find. Now 13th, let us see how to solve the problem. Okay, this is the problem number 13. Okay, see, we will solve the problem number 13 by using Venn diagrams. Okay, Venn diagrams we will use. Okay, now what is given? We are given some students which like tea, okay, some like coffee, okay, and also some like both tea and coffee, right? So we have to first take sets here. Okay, so let the set T be equal to the set of students who like tea. Okay, set of students who like tea. Then C be the set of students who like coffee. Okay, so these are the sets that we have to take. Okay, now what is the set T intersection C? The set T intersection C is what? The set of students who like both tea and coffee, right? This is the set T intersection C. Okay, now if we draw the Venn diagram for this, okay, that is, you have to first draw the universal set, right? Universal set you have to draw. Okay, this is the universal set. Then we will draw the set T and C. Okay, so let us draw the set T, okay, and C. Okay, so this is the set T, this is the set C. Okay, now for you see how many like both first. Okay, that is tea and coffee. How many of them like both tea and coffee? So there are 100 which are given. Okay, 100 like both tea and coffee, right? And then it is also given that 150 like tea. Okay, so 150 will like tea, right? But you have taken 100 of them which like both tea and coffee. So 100 also like tea, right? Out of the 150, 100 you have already taken, right? So how many like only tea? That is 50. Okay, see, 150 like tea. Okay, 150 like tea. So out of that 100 you have already taken because they like both tea and coffee. Okay, so out of 150 you have to subtract 100, so that is 50. Okay, and then similarly 225 are given to be liking coffee. Okay, so you have to subtract 100 from 225 also, right? So you get 125 here. Okay, so these are the numbers, right? So what is this? This is T intersection C here. Okay, which you have. Now what you have to find here is, you have to find that how many students who are taking neither tea nor coffee. Okay, so now you see where is the region, okay, which says neither tea nor coffee. Okay, So these are all the students, okay, this set, okay, these are all the students which like tea or coffee, right? They like either tea or coffee. Now if the students like neither tea nor coffee, that means the student will be here, okay, outside the set T union C, right? This is the set T union C. Outside the set T union C, you will get students which like neither tea nor coffee, right? So what is that? So that is neither tea nor, that means and, not coffee, right? Not tea and not coffee. So that means neither tea nor coffee, right? Okay. So how to calculate this? See this. Total students are given to be 600, right? In the school, 600 students are all the students in the school, right? This many like tea or coffee, okay. So if you subtract all these from the 600, you will get your answer, right? The students which like neither tea nor coffee, okay. So that is number of students in the universal set minus the number of students in the set T union C, okay. So what is that? So that is equal to 600 minus this. How many elements are there here? So it is 50 plus 100 plus 125, right? 50 plus 100 plus 125, okay. So if we calculate that, what you will get? 600 minus 50 plus 100, 150, 150 plus 125 is what? 275, right? So minus 275, okay. So which is equal to what? Which is equal to 325, okay, which is equal to 325, okay. So that is the answer. So 325 students do not like tea, also not coffee, okay. Now let us go to the 15th problem, okay. Let us go to the 15th problem. Now 15th problem is what? In a survey of 60 people, it was found that 25 people read newspaper H, okay, 26 read newspaper T, 26 read newspaper I, 9 read both H and I, okay, 11 read both H and T, 8 read both T and I, and 3 read all 3 newspapers, okay. Find first the number of people who read at least one of the newspapers, okay. So you have to find the number of people who read at least one of the newspaper. Second is the number of people who read exactly one newspaper, okay. So let us draw, okay, the Venn diagram, okay. Before that, let us just see how many people like the newspapers, okay. How many people like each newspapers, okay, and much more is given, okay. Let us see what it is. So 15th, so number of people who like newspaper H, okay, that is the first newspaper which is given to you, okay. So 25 people, okay, like the newspaper H, okay. Then we have the newspaper T. So the number of people who like newspaper T is given to be 26, right. Then number of people who like the newspaper I are given to be again 26, okay. Now the number of people who like both the newspaper H and I, okay, are given to be 9. Then the number of people who like both the newspaper H and T are given to be 11, okay. And the number of people who like the newspaper T and I are given to be 8, okay. And also all the people who like all the newspapers, right? That is H, T and I. They are 3 in number, okay? So this is the data which is given to you in the problem, okay? Now what we will do is we will draw the Venn diagram here first, okay? We will draw the Venn diagram. So you have to draw the universal set first, right? This is the universal set. Then you have to also draw the 3 sets. There are 3 sets here, H, then T you have, okay, and also you have the newspaper I, right? So H, T and I are here, okay. Now what you have to do first while drawing the Venn diagram and when you solve the problem is that first you look at the set intersection, okay. So and you look at the set which have intersection of 3 sets, so that is this, okay. All the 3 sets are involved in the intersection. You look at that set first, okay. So there are how many people who like all the 3 newspaper? Those are 3, right? So you write 3 in this area. Why? Because this is the area which denotes H intersection T intersection I, right? See, all the sets are intersecting here, H, T and I, right? All the sets are intersecting here. So and the number is given to be 3, okay. Now what you do is you go to the number which gives you the number of people in the intersection of 2 sets, okay. So that is this number of people in H intersection I, okay. So that is this first, okay. So it is given to be 9, right? H intersection I, or number of not H intersection I, number of people in H intersection I, okay. So that is given to be 9, right? So 9 minus 3 is what? 9 minus 3 is 6, right? Because you already taken the people who like H and I in this, right? The people who like all 3. These people also contains the people who like both H and I, okay. So you have to minus this number from the number 9 here, okay. That is 9 minus 3, which is 6. So similarly you look at H intersection T. Now they have 11 people in that, okay, but 3 are already taken, right? So 8 will remain here, okay. That is 11 minus 3. Then you look at the next set, T intersection I. You have 8 people, 3 have been already taken, so 5 will remain, right? 8 minus 3, which is 5. Okay, now you look at the number of people in the set H, okay. That is the single set, okay. Now, so what you will get? 25 people are there altogether, okay. And how many are already taken? Already taken people of the set H are 8 plus 3 plus 6, right? So that is 11 plus 6, which is 17, right? 17 people have been already taken from 25, okay. So here you have to write the number by subtracting 17 from 25, okay. So what is that? So that is you are doing 25 minus 17, okay. So what is this? That is nothing but 8, okay. Now similarly you look at the number of people who like the newspaper T, right? That is given to be 26, okay. You have to subtract what? You have to subtract 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 5, which is 16, right? You have to subtract 16 from 26. So 26 minus 16, which is equal to 10, okay. Then you look at this set I. I is the number of people in the set I is 26 again. So you have to subtract 6 plus 3, 9 plus 5, 14, right, from 26. So what will remain? the number which remain is 12. Okay, 12. Okay, so you have got all the numbers. Okay, now see this. You have to first find what? You have to first find number of people who like at least one of the 3 newspapers. Okay, that is the first question. Okay, which is given to us. Okay, now this is equal to what? The number of people who like at least one of the 3 newspaper. At least means union, right? So that is A union B union C. So this we have to find. Now this we can find by using the formula. Okay, what is the formula? That is NA plus NB, right, plus NC minus NA intersection B, right, minus NB intersection C minus NA intersection C plus NA intersection B intersection C, right. This is the formula which we have. Okay, so which is equal to what? NA, that is given to us here. Okay, NA means what? NH, right. So this is the formula, but what we are given? We are given the sets as H, T and I, right. So what you will get? NH plus NT plus NI minus NH intersection T minus NH intersection I, right, minus N T intersection I, okay, plus NH intersection T intersection I. So this is what we have. Okay, so NH is what? NH is 25, okay, plus NT is 26 plus NI is 26 minus NH intersection T is 11, then minus NH intersection I is 9, okay, minus NT intersection I is 8, okay, plus NH intersection T intersection I is 3. Okay, this is what we have. So if we add and then if we just evaluate this, what we will get? So it is 25 plus 26, right, so that is 51 plus 26, then we have minus 20 minus 5, right. So this is what? This is 77, right, minus 25 we have. Okay, minus 20 minus 5. Okay, so what we got? We got the answer is 52. Okay, 77 minus 25 is 52, right. So this is our answer for the first question. Okay, now let us look at the answer for the second question. So what is the number of people who like exactly one newspaper? Okay, number of people who read exactly one newspaper. Okay, so this is the second question. Now for solving the second question we will use the diagram. Okay, so how many people like exactly one newspaper? That is the number which is here for the first set, which is H. Okay, that is 8. So 8 people like exactly the newspaper or who read exactly the newspaper H. Okay, so 8 people do not read any another newspaper. Okay, any one which is there, okay, here other than H. Okay, so they only read the newspaper H. So that is how many? 8. Okay, then what about the next? So the only people the people who read only newspaper T is what? The number is 10. Okay, plus 10 plus the number of people who read only newspaper I is what? 12, right. So that is this. So you get 8 plus 10, which is 18, plus 12. Okay, so that is nothing but 30. Okay, so that was the problem number 15. Okay, so that's it in the video, guys. If you have liked my video, please hit the like button. and subscribe my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.